What's going on, guys? How you doing? It's been a long time. I'm here. I'm alive. Yeah, things are going pretty well, all things considered. If you didn't know, yeah, I had a really traumatic crash, and basically, I'm lucky to be alive. I was mountain biking as I usually did, and ended up having a crash, going over the handlebars and landing some way with a lot of pressure on my head, and my back broke and my spinal cord was injured. So I'm now paraplegic, which means basically anything from my chest down doesn't work very well. And yeah, I can't feel very much, if any. So it's kind of a difficult situation. A lot of loss. You guys know, yeah, I raced mountain bikes. I was a plumber for, 23 years. In the union for since 2007. Great career. But yeah, I can't do that stuff right now. There may be a day magically or something happens, maybe a miracle, and I can walk. But I keep visualizing moving my legs and it's not happening. So it's pretty it's just hope, that I'll keep, that it's possible. Yeah, so I did almost die though in the hospital. I don't know, you guys must have, heard from the GoFundMe and stuff. I didn't write any of that. Like, I'm on my own in my own little apartment now, taking care of myself, doing the best that I can to do that, and I think I'm doing all right. Luckily, my upper body was very strong. Luckily, my cardio was incredible when the accident happened, or I would not have made it. 100% would be dead right now. But, I loved riding so much that, and it gave me so much life and so much of who I am that ultimately, when I look back, like, it's one of the coolest things that I did in my life was riding bikes. So am I upset about what happened? No. I'm sad a little bit, and just, I also feel lucky though to be alive and to still be able to be a person instead of, a memory. I lost a couple good friends this last year. One guy that I really looked up to, that I used to work with and work for. There's a lot of stuff that can happen, guys, in life, so don't take it for granted, man. Even in this current condition that I'm in, paraplegic now, it's very difficult, but there's still a lot of life here. And let me tell you something, at a few points, I didn't know if it was, if that was real or not. So here I am, doing things that I didn't think I was going to be able to do, and yeah. So I'm going to keep trying to surprise myself, and well, hopefully, maybe one day I'll surprise you guys, but I don't think a lot of people even understand spinal cord injury and how intense it is and how it affects your life. It's pretty rough. And it can happen to anybody. So if that does happen to somebody else that you know, now you'll know. Basically anything below that level of injury on that person is very minimally effective, if at all. So, like, my legs have shrunk down so much. They're nothing like what they used to be. The big cannons, the big pistons that used to pump me up and down the mountains, whatever. They're just, it doesn't do me any good to have big legs anymore. Basically, guys, it affects your whole body. And the remaining part of my body that I do have great control over, thank God, is it's strong, and I'm fortunate, but it's still difficult. So I have like a little bit of sensation and feeling like below my chest, and I can kind of feel different things. So there's actually a lot of hope for me. I have a lot of hope that things can get better from where they're at right now. They already are. Like, I had a lot of really big problems and a lot of personal things that happened, and man, I'm very fortunate. I escaped near death a few times. I should not be here right now. I should not be talking to you right now, if you guys really knew. But luckily, I'm tough. I can focus when it comes time, and that's all I had to do was be tough and focus. It sounds really easy, but it feels more like you're at the end of a run and you just got to keep running when all you want to do is stop. That's kind of how it felt. But you can't stop because the race ain't over. There's a lot of life left though, guys, so I'm not going to give up on anything. I have a great life. I mean, I'm very fortunate. Things are getting better. And eventually, I'll be getting a vehicle. Eventually, I'll be driving just with my arms as the accelerator and brake as well. So that's going to be interesting. Wow, guys. It's a lot of loss and a lot of stuff going on. So anyways, I have this power chair that I'm using. It's called a Permobile F3, but it's an advanced wheelchair. It can lift me up and cruise me around and all that. I have a regular wheelchair that I normally use. I normally use just a manual, regular wheelchair. It's a nice one, but it's still a wheelchair manual. And then this power one, excuse me, had some tacos today. This thing picks me up and goes up about a foot, so I can reach, things that I couldn't reach before. I think it picks me up like a foot and a half. I'm not even sure, but I can reach on top of the fridge and reach to places that I normally, if you're in a wheelchair that doesn't go up, you're not reaching up there. So this thing gives me a lot of capability. It's very cool. And it just keeps going. So this is how it's done. This is how I'm living by myself. This is crazy. So I do that. I can reach stuff, grab stuff, reach down into the, or cook or whatever, dude. Whatever you got to do. But yeah, it's basically an EV. Cruises around and it's pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie, I actually do enjoy this thing. There's some pretty fun stuff actually about being disabled too. So there's some cool stuff that you see. But yeah, I'm just super lucky, guys. Like, this wheelchair was donated to me, and someone else had some really bad circumstances and couldn't use it anymore, and it was donated, and I'm very grateful. It just needed batteries, and there was a GoFundMe to help me out, and from the GoFundMe is how I fixed up this wheelchair, and it's awesome. I've been able to do a lot of things and have people help me out, and so yeah, the community around you is so important. You guys You need to be good to people and try to do the best you can to, be a good person. And hopefully when you need people to be good to you, they will. And this has been the biggest challenge of my life times 10. I mean, nothing even comes close to it. It's mentally very tough, and I've lost a lot. Like, I lost, my career. I lost the sport that I love, and really, I mean, I can't even work out like the way that I used to, the intensity. There's just no way for my body at this point to kind of like get that workout feel that I used to get. So it's tough, but I'm finding peace and happiness in other things, and it's really an incredible jump in wisdom from this and perspective that I would believe, could make anybody a little bit happier with what they have if you guys could see where I was at right now and how my life is. So take care of yourselves. Be good to people, guys. I'm not dead. I have a spinal cord injury. I'm still here. I can't ride right now or, go bench 325. Like, I can't do the things that I used to do physically, but mentally, I'm still strong. And mentally, my brain is still sharp. It's still me. And I'm not all the way weak. I still have my upper body. I shrunk a little bit, but I mean, it's all right for almost being dead, coming back. So I'm grateful that you guys who care. I'm grateful that I was able to take the time to get to this point and heal, and like, I'm grateful that I was able to live in this country when this shit happened and have insurance. And I mean, there are a ton of expenses with this stuff that people have no idea about, so it's pretty screwed up, but I'm alive, and my community, my friends, my family helped me a lot, and I'll never forget that.